Sandra Bullock is Hollywood's quintessential sweetheart, warm, funny, and effortlessly likable. Yet behind the charming smile and Oscar-winning performances lies a story rarely told, one of quiet tension, professional clashes, and carefully maintained boundaries. Even the most admired actors face moments where ambition, miscommunication, and personality collide. Bullock, despite her easygoing public persona, has navigated a series of private Hollywood feuds, not fueled by scandal or gossip, but by principle, competition, and the pressures of the spotlight. Over decades, she has silently kept her distance from a few co-stars and peers, often surprising fans who only see her warmth. Today, we explore 6 actors Sandra allegedly couldn't stand, uncovering the moments of friction and the human truths behind each story. Some of these rivalries were personal, others professional, and each one reveals the fiercely protective side of a star who values respect above all. 1. Angelina Jolie, The Gravity Rift. The feud between Sandra Bullock and Angelina Jolie is widely misunderstood. Contrary to tabloid rumors, it wasn't about Brad Pitt. It was about a role. Jolie had set her sights on Gravity, hoping to redefine her career, but the part went to Bullock. For insiders, it felt like a personal loss for Jolie, who had been circling the project for months. Sandra, however, didn't throw shade directly. She simply said in 2014, "I fought for Gravity. It wasn't handed to me," signaling she had earned it through dedication. Jolie reportedly felt sidelined, quietly cooling toward Bullock, who maintained a loyalty to her Hollywood friends like Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. While both women remained professional, the tension lingered. By the 2000s, the dynamic remained distant. Polite interactions, at awards, shows, no shared projects, and careful navigation of interviews. To Sandra, it was about focus and earned respect. To Jolie, a missed opportunity. Today, the ghost of Gravity still hovers in the room, a quiet reminder of how one role can redefine relationships in Hollywood. 2. Meryl Streep, Playful Rivalry or Cutthroat, Chess. Sandra's interactions with Meryl Streep straddled the line between playful competition and calculated rivalry. Their dynamic exploded during the 2009 to 2010 awards season, with Bullock up for The Blind Side and Streep in contention for Julie and Julia. Hollywood buzzed about the two titans of acting, and neither woman shied away from the unspoken battle. According to insiders, Sandra once left Streep a cheeky voicemail saying, "Watch your back, I'm going to take you down." Streep responded theatrically with dead orchids, while Bullock sent liquor in return, a bizarrely charming exchange that highlighted the tension beneath the laughter. Both women understood the stakes. They were masters navigating a system designed to pit talent against talent. Bullock later described Streep as secretly formidable, teaching her never to underestimate anyone in the room. By the 2014 awards season, their rivalry had morphed into affectionate, teasing anecdotes. What outsiders saw as hostility was actually two strong women testing each other's wits while maintaining mutual respect, proving that in Hollywood, even tension can be sophisticated, strategic, and surprisingly humorous. 3. Julia Roberts, Rivalry That Never Existed. Sandra Bullock and Julia Roberts are two icons often rumored to clash, but the reality is far more mundane. Their so-called feud began with press comparisons in the 1990s, when speed propelled Bullock into stardom, and tabloids dubbed her the next Julia Roberts. Roberts found the comparison frustrating, though she harbored no ill will. Over time, jokes and award speeches fueled public speculation, with Sandra even referencing the rumored rivalry during a speech about George Clooney. Roberts later called the competition projection, emphasizing it existed largely in the media's imagination. Despite decades in overlapping genres, the actresses never shared projects, leading Hollywood to assume tension where none truly existed. In reality, they carved independent paths without animosity, respecting each other's space and talent. Today, their relationship is polite but distant, a subtle example of how narratives can be manipulated by headlines. The feud is less about anger and more about industry perception, highlighting the gap between public rumor and private reality for stars navigating a career under constant scrutiny. 4. Jennifer Aniston. From competition to connection. Bullock and Jennifer Aniston's dynamic was shaped by Hollywood's relentless comparisons. In the 1990s, studios capitalized on their similar America's Sweetheart image, positioning them as rivals in romantic comedies and talk show circuits. Shared dating history through Tate Donovan added another layer of inadvertent tension. For years, the two women maintained polite distance, moving in parallel lanes dictated by press and industry pressure. However, a turning point occurred in 2010 at a mutual wedding, where the actresses unexpectedly bonded over shared drinks, laughter, and mutual relief at breaking the manufactured competition. From that night, their relationship evolved, revealing shared interests in interior design, numerology, and loyalty, as well as a calming, supportive presence in each other's lives. Bullock later described moments on flights where Aniston's steady presence helped her manage panic attacks, cementing a trust built from experience rather than headlines. What once looked like rivalry became a genuine, quietly profound friendship, showing that Hollywood pressures can be outgrown through personal connection. 5. Ryan Gosling, misunderstood. Youthful romance. Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling's rumored feud stemmed from misunderstanding and timing, not malice. On the 2002 set of Murder by Numbers, a young Gosling, just 21, formed a close connection with the established superstar Bullock, 38. Their relationship, marked by mutual admiration and grounding support, couldn't survive the demands of Hollywood. Bullock had back-to-back projects and immense public scrutiny while Gosling was navigating his early career. Their breakup was sudden but amicable, yet tabloids twisted it into a story of resentment. In reality, Bullock never spoke ill of him, and Gosling recalled her as one of the greatest girlfriends of all time. Both took lessons from the experience, carrying respect and care forward into future relationships. Friends note that the split was transformative rather than adversarial, emphasizing timing over temperament. This story highlights how Hollywood narratives often misrepresent nuanced personal experiences, turning private growth into manufactured drama that bears little resemblance to reality. 6. George Clooney, Oil and Water. Sandra Bullock and George Clooney's interactions reflect the collision of personality and work philosophy rather than outright animosity. On Gravity, Clooney's playful pranks and set humor clashed with Bullock's need for focus during physically and emotionally demanding scenes. Frustrated, she called him out on his behavior, labeling him an overgrown frat boy. Clooney, taken aback, adjusted immediately, marking a rare moment of restraint from the famously charming actor. Despite this friction, Bullock later cast him in Our Brand Is Crisis, showing professional respect despite personal differences. Publicly, the duo remains cordial, posing together at premieres and teasing lightly in interviews. But insiders note that mutual trust never fully returned. Bullock admires his talent. Clooney respects her discipline. Their dynamic is less about feud and more about fundamental differences in approach, oil and water forced into collaboration. It's a rare peek into how even cooperative relationships in Hollywood can simmer quietly with philosophical tension. Conclusion: the quiet strength of Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock's so-called Hollywood feuds reveal a woman who fiercely protects her craft, boundaries, and sanity in a high-pressure environment. From Angelina Jolie's missed opportunity to George Clooney's pranks, these stories are less about drama and more about integrity, principle, and self-respect. Bullock navigated tension with humor, poise, and occasionally decisive action, proving that professionalism and personal conviction can coexist. Rivalries, real or imagined, shaped her interactions and strengthened her identity in an industry built on comparison and spectacle. By examining these 6 relationships, it becomes clear that Bullock's greatest weapon was quiet determination, a commitment to doing her best work while holding her ground. Her story reminds us that Hollywood's glamour often conceals subtle battles, and that the most enduring legacies are forged by those who balance talent with unshakable principle.